Good evening. Good evening and good afternoon and good morning in some places. Is it still morning in some places? I don't know if it is or not. But I tell you, I've got a lot floating around in my weird shaped head, and I still want to thank you all for being here. I'd like for you to smash the thumb if you can. Um, Hit the notification bell and maybe hear me out for a moment. I usually come in here to have a little say about what's happening in my days. And I've been very much a firm believer in, hey, very much a firm believer in our state of mind sets the tone for each day. And I wake up very grateful. As I do when I go to bed, I'm very grateful. I'm grateful to God for the breath in my body, for the blood in my veins, for the mindset of continuing my journey and on my path. Hey, hey. I was told today that a very not so close friend anymore, we haven't spoken in years, but a friend of mine passed away. And I think about the moments that we spent together, and I realized that every moment we spent weren't always good. They weren't always good. They were not always good, no. But hi, welcome in. Smash that like. Thanks for coming in. When we face this loss, it's painful because we know that they're not coming back. But we need to know that they left behind such a legacy of love, of hope, of change. And I think that with all of my senses and awareness, I felt a lot of guilt. I did. I felt a lot of shame for the things and choices that I made when we were friends. I think about our children and the thoughts of them now not having their mom. And I realize there were times where you wouldn't tell that this lady was in or out of the world. She was just herself. She seemed just like herself. And she was completely out of her mind, like I was. And I remember some turning points in my relationship with her and her son and her niece. And I realized, my God, why wasn't I aware of who I was hurting? The emotional kicks in. I really wasn't aware of who I was hurting till I've hurt them. And when I hurt them, I knew there was no turning back, that they could never look at me the same again. I knew that when uh, two young minds, such as them, saw me doing the things that they knew were wrong. I didn't feel ashamed then, and I hold no shame now anymore because I have allowed myself to grieve for that person that I was. Sure, am I sorry? Yes. I am very sorry for the things that I've done in my life and for how I treated people. Like it wasn't a big deal, but I knew the big deal that it was, and I still did it anyway. And there is no turning back from that. There is no side of my story that would take that away from the pain that they felt that moment. It can't heal them. me explaining to you how painful it was to know that I disappointed them, and to know that I thought so little of them and myself, that all I thought was if I was numb, I didn't care. If I was numb, I didn't care. I really didn't. And it's truly sad. It's sad that I needed to feel that way. I needed to be numb, even around people that I loved, even around the little ones that loved me so much. I still needed to be numb in order to feel like myself, because I was pretending to be somebody that I wasn't. And I don't do that anymore. I don't try and be someone I'm not anymore. I'm me, and I'm very real, and I'm very raw and emotional. So when I get to the point where I see and hear something that's gotta cut so deep for a lot of people, that your life could end in a blink of an eye, or in a last goodbye, or in one last hug. That makes me aware of the time that I wasn't there for them. And it gives me sadness. It gives me sadness because I couldn't be there for them acting like somebody else. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was a sham. It was some stranger trying to pretend to be somebody they didn't even know. And thanks. Sometimes I don't even get myself. Sometimes I don't even get myself. I know that I needed to share my thoughts because I want people to know uh, that life is very real. Living is very real. And emotions are a part of it. And uh, when I found out that she had passed, I was like, whoa. I understand that Losing a mom is painful because I've lost my mom. But to lose your mom at such a young age, before she healed, before she had a chance to heal, before she got a chance to know herself, even, it's very hard. It's very hard to understand. And I can't ask why any more than I have today. Because it's not a matter of this wasn't God's choice. This wasn't God's doing. And it wasn't hers either. Just like I don't think it was mine for a long time. For a long time, I grew up thinking it was okay to live how I lived. For a long time, I grew up thinking it was okay to have a drink. It was okay to numb yourself from whatever it is you wanted to numb yourself from. It's not okay to have that drink. It's really not. It's not okay to sit there and drink till you can't face yourself. Because you can't face yourself. And because you can't face yourself. Because if you don't, it's just going to take more and more and more and more till you can't function. It's going to take more than a friend to fix you. It's going to take you facing who you really are and evolving into who you want to be. And it's difficult when you're not sure of who you are. It is difficult when you're really not sure of what to become of you. I have to go take the top off my dough, or it's just going to burn up. Excuse me. Excuse me. I have to turn on the oven to 400 and take out the top of my dough. Oh. Should I cut it again? I think I should cut it again. I don't know how. Oh no. Oh no. Squirrel. Oh, it's shiny. Okay. Ice cubes. Ice, baby. Okay. Okay, squirrel. Now, sorry about that. Pre-interlude to the squirrels. I am a little bit of a hot mess because I am having a time processing why things happen. There can't be reasons. Oh, excuse me. There can't be reasons behind the passing and why or how come or why now. It's a sad realization of either we heal or we suffer with it. And she doesn't suffer anymore. And there's no suffering anymore. And she's not in any pain. And she's not alone. she is not alone. She is in a better place of light and love. And she is free of her pain. So I am very grateful that I'm very grateful that I came to the understanding of me when I did, because I would not have made it. I would not have been here. I would have been gone for long ago. I know that. I know the way my path was and where I was headed. And I know I would not be here if I didn't stand up and start to change when I did. I was killing myself slowly. I was not I was not even kind, I don't think. I don't think I was kind to people because I really truly didn't give a fuck. I really, the only thing I cared about is who's next, who's next, and I just wanted more drugs, more drugs, more alcohol. I wanted more. There wasn't never enough, even when there was enough. Even when there was enough, I wanted the bigger bottle, and I drank it clear the ounce or two I left for myself in the morning. And I would always leave that ounce or two for in the morning, just to stop my hands from shaking, being sick. Start it all over again. I didn't want to live at that point. I just wanted to be numb. And I took a lot of years for granted. A lot of years of my life. And I've hurt people along the way, including her family, including her. I realize I didn't care then. I didn't. But I do now. I know I do now. And my friend asked me a question. Did it make you a better person? Yep. Yes, it did. What made me a better person is when I looked inside myself and saw the selfish person that I was. I saw the people that I was hurting and realized I didn't want to hurt them anymore. And I realized that I would never be unkind to anyone, including my own loved ones. And I was very unkind to most of them. So I did waste a lot of my years fighting to be someone I wasn't, struggling with the person that I was not. So I'm here thinking, how do I evolve from this? How do I make my own self understand fully how I can live, how I can live in wellness and learn from the mistakes that I made? Hey, happy Sunday, my dear. Happy Sunday. I'm crying. I know, I know, I know. I was filled with sadness at the person that I was. Oh, that's odd, I know. It mightn't sound right, I know. But I remember back to the person that I was, and I didn't even know myself. I didn't want to know myself, but I know myself now. I do. And I realize that there is no amount of apologies I could say to these people that I hurt along the way. There isn't. I can't say I'm sorry enough. I can't look at that little boy who looked at me with such broken heart and realize I'm sorry. I can't fix it. I can't fix who I was back then. I can only ensure that I'm not going to be her now. I can only thank God uh, for being who I am today. I'm I'm evolving. I'm changing. I am. I know that, and I'm learning as I go. I'm learning not to hate myself. I used to hate myself very much so. I had a bad self uh, illustration. I had a bad self portrait of myself. Um, due to um, the way things were given me, the way things were told to me. I wasn't meant to be pretty, I was meant to be strong. And I never ever felt good about who I was. Even as a child, I didn't. Before the drugs, I didn't. But after the drugs, I felt even worse because I knew that the drugs gave me the the friends and the people and the time, and I don't need friends like that. I don't need people in my life that gave me drugs. I don't. I don't need that in my life. I need myself. I need God to show me that light. Hey, I need to learn how to forgive myself because I still feel like I can fix the world, and I really can't, but I can try. I have. Have you eaten today? Of course I have. Tacos. Tacos, tacos, and his other brother Taco. I had tacos. Have you eaten today? I hope you have. I hope everyone had a lovely meal today. I hope that when you get a chance to love yourself enough to know that you're worth the effort you're going to put in to tomorrow. I had pizza with her. Pizza with her? What does that mean? What does pizza with her mean? Ratatouille? Ricotta? Ooh. Pizza with wings. Ooh, macaroni cheese. Dude. It's like, hello? What's for supper? Pizza's always a good choice. I, for a harvest roast meal. Ooh, nice. Yum. My nephew Chase is going to make a nice roast meal next week on Sunday. I'm going over to his new apartment. And I was just invited today, and I cannot wait to see the new place and to see him actually cooking. I've never seen him cook. Not really. No. When he was a little one, I used to read him recipe books. And I know that sounds weird, but in the fucked up states that we were in, we still cared about the kids, yo. Made sure they were read to every night, even though it was a recipe book they picked. He said, I would like for you to read me a recipe book, Auntie. Recipe book? And get out the recipe. I'm like, do you want to pick the recipe or do you want me to? And I'd flip through, get the recipe. And I'd start to explain the recipe to him. And he would doze off to sleep. It was a magical moment for me because I'd be like, oh. And I can remember leaving the bedroom and making sure the door was open like this much and there was a light on. But they didn't like the light, I don't think. I don't think they liked much light when they slept. Not sure. Can't even remember now. And then I go and, hey, and figure out what's on for supper. So, today, in all my moments of grieving, I found a gift. I found a gift within the grieving. I found the thoughts of God and the hope that she's no longer in pain now. She's no longer trying to mask who she is or become someone else and having to fight it. I found that within this, I realized my own sense of pain, my own sense of guilt, that I hurt a lot of people along the way. And there's nothing worse than realizing the pain you've inflicted onto a loved one when they thought you hung the moon. So, I don't think I will ever be able to apologize to them for the shame and the guilt that I have. It's mine, and I'm giving it to God. And He knows what to do with it. And He understands that through my tears, I'm letting go of the hurt that I feel. That I wasn't good enough. That I failed Him. Or it can't ever change. I thought I would be stuck. Thought I would be stuck in that life forever. And I'm not anymore. And that's a blessing. That is a blessing. And I'm gone through almost a box of tissues today. Thankfully, I got some. Thankfully, I have some. So, in all my moments, as weird as I am, I'm praying that I stay weird. And I pray that I won't have to change to be accepted where I'm going. I'm going to be me. I don't have to act differently for you here than who I am. This is me. I need to heal the pain that I caused myself. And I can't take back the pain I caused others, no matter how much I would like that. So, I don't think I'll ever be able to take accountability for those actions. I just know I won't ever repeat them. I know I'll never repeat them. I'm going to say it again. I know I'll never repeat them. This is never going to be a fuck it moment. I used to say fuck it a lot. It was my favorite saying to convince people, let's go, fuck it. Let's do it. Yeah. I accept your weird personality. Thank you. Thank you. Cherise. Thank you. I accept my weird personality as well. Therefore, I don't have to fucking sit here with a bottle and fake who I am. Or I don't have to have a plate full of dope in order to smile for you through my pain. I can still be in pain and still smile. Many people do it all the time, and I'm not faking it till I make it. I can't do that anymore. I won't do that anymore. It doesn't work in recovery. You can find positive moments in the most painful things. You just have to look for them. And when you do, it will change your pain into something more bearable. It'll give you a glimmer of hope when you think there is none. It'll open up the pathway that you were walking on. It will. It'll give you the moments that you're looking for. More than any plate or bottle or pipe or joint. More than any of that. I'm learning how to be real in an unreal world. So I want y'all to know it's possible. Might be a little painful. It might be a little painful, but there's possibilities in every step you take in the right direction. Hey, I'm going to find the glitter in this moment. I will. I'm going to get a message for myself to hold dear out of this. And it's not just, oh my God, I fucked up my life. It's not. It's not all that. Hey, thanks, my love. I appreciate you. Sometimes you just need to let it go, right? Sometimes you just need to cry. Sometimes there's an overwhelming sense of pain. And sometimes it's an emotional, response. I held on to forgiving myself for the last 5 years. And I realized that there are a lot of people that will never forgive me. I realized that I could never in a million years ask anyone of them to forgive me because they won't. What I did was too painful for them. And it didn't hit me till last week when a very near and dear favorite of mine threw me for a loop, and I thought I could hold my own in the moment of the words, and I couldn't. I lost it. I lost my control of my emotions, and the emotions got the better of me because I didn't heal that part of myself. Still haven't, still holding on to that pain. Even though it's been years and a lot of time forgiving myself. I still have some more to do. I still have some things I have to work on. And being emotional and not regretting it is one of them. Being sad, being able to cry in anger tears and be allowed to not hate myself for it. Not hate myself for it. I don't hate myself for crying. I would hate myself for holding it in today. I was much a part of people's lives while I was in the throes of my addiction. And it hurt a lot of people. Crying cleanses the soul. Well, I've cried and cleansed today, my friend. I have cried over my friend who passed, and I cried over the life that I lived, suffering. I suffered, even though it seemed like I was unwell, but I suffered. I remember suffering. I remember being in too much pain to even think. So I just get high. And then I didn't have to think. I didn't have to think then. And I remember when I was told today, I said the first thing I thought of was having her son and niece come into my house, and I covered up some powder on the table with the CD case. And I opened the door, and they were like, "Oh, hey," and they give me a hug or whatever and come in. Want to play cards? Of course I want to play cards with you kids. I loves you. I sat them down to my table and I was playing cards with them. And of course, the CD case got moved. And both the young ones saw the powder on the table and the look in their eyes. That's what I saw when I was told that his mom had passed today. I saw him looking at me with such deep disappointment. Like it was brutal. When I closed my eyes, I could see it in his heart. His little heart broke when he saw the powder. Because he wasn't a stupid young fella, even young. And neither was the little girl with him. So I immediately grieved the thoughts of how they looked at me. Yep. Forgiving myself is easy. I don't know how easy it is, because I just feel like I could have done better. Right? I could have done better if I had a time machine, but I don't. I could have done better by them. I could have done better by me. And I could have done better by the people that loved me like they did. And some things, like you say, you just don't know. You wouldn't be able to ask. You can't. I don't want to ever ask them for forgiveness because I know that's impossible. It's not something I would even think of. But I would just hope that one day they would see me as the person I am today. I want them to see me for the person that I am today. I'm not the person I was 20 years ago. I'm really not. And my best friend said, "Did it make you a better person?" And I'm like, "Really? You don't know that? You don't know?" I thinks it has. Who knows? Am I still a cunt? Maybe. Maybe I'm a villain in her story. Maybe. But I'm not a villain in my story anymore. Um, I had to do what I had to do in life to change me. And I had to make myself better. Or I would not have lasted. I would not be here. No, I knows it. I knows I wouldn't be here. Because when I was in active addiction, it was like, yeah, let's fucking go. Let's do it. Let's do it. It was always a let's go. Flick my phone at the fucking wall and watch it please split her apart and then pop it back together. Ready? Ready? Ready. It's a matter of putting your phone back together. Didn't matter. Didn't matter who I was hurting. As long as I didn't feel it. Really didn't. And now it does matter. Now the thoughts of the things that I've done can't be undone. And I have to live with the consequences of that. I have to live with their opinions of who I was. And they won't want to get to know who I am now. And I can't blame them at all. I really can't blame them at all. But I know the person that I'm becoming is a great person. I'm making that happen every day. I'm getting myself to a point of where, yeah, I grieve for the person that I was. I feel like I've killed her. I have. I feel like I killed the person that I was. She's dead. She's dead. But living with the things that she's done, still very much alive in me. Living with the grief of the people I've hurt, still very much in me. Still very much a part of who I am. But it's not going to be every part of who I am. It's going to be the piece of me that makes me want to change even more. So, sorry. Well, massage. Better than to realize that now and change even more and grow even more and evolve even more. And I think that's a blessing in spite of the pain of what I heard today and the pain of the things that I've done. I can't hold myself to that anymore. I might be able to feel them, but I can't sit in that pain. I won't be able to heal. And I plan on healing a little more every day. I plan on doing a little more for myself. So the next time I'm given an opportunity to love like I should have, I'm going to be ready for that. I'm going to be ready to hold myself very much accountable and never choose to numb my pain. Never choose to not feel. Because in spite of it all, feeling the numb is not as copacetic as it is for people who do it. It's not. It's not a livable life. And I don't want to be numb. I want to feel that pain. And I want to feel the hurt that I caused. Because when I feel it, I know I'm not high. So, if you got a choice in life, choose to feel. Choose to feel. Don't be so quick to quash the little tears that come out. Let them feel. Let yourself feel them. Um, Hurting now is going to heal who you are tomorrow. Feeling the pain and the shame and the guilt is not going to bring you into tomorrow. But feeling the hurt and living through it and finding processing moments where you can say, oh, I understand why I'm in such pain. I feel these things. And it's for good reason. Like I said, I've explained it to you. I've hurt a lot of people, and I have not been able to unhurt them. And that's sad. But the miracle of it is I won't ever do that again. I won't ever choose drugs over the people that I love. I will never ever choose to not feel. Because it's only feeling. It'll pass. It will pass. And you allow yourself to feel it. And then you remember that you're a really big positive light in the world. In your world, you're a big positive light. And if you don't shine, no one is going to come and tell you to shine. So you got to stand up and shine. You got to make sure that no matter how much damage you've done, you're not going to do that in the future. You have control of your actions now. It's not I don't really care. Are you still eating your gassy food? Good Lord. You almost make me want to stop doing the whole live streams, look. You almost make me want to never do another live stream again. But here's how I'm going to fix this. How am I going to fix this? Tell me, how am I going to fix this? Oh, tell me. This is how. This is how I'm going to fix this. Very easily. with a click of a button, with a click of a fucking button. And life moves forward without you, Cherise. Life moves forward without you. As does the day. And I'm here with a loaf of bread in the oven, thinking it's going to turn out pretty damn good. We'll see. I'm going to let you all go. And I want you to know that I appreciate you so much. I really do. Thanks for hearing me out. And if you understand, thanks for your understanding. And if you don't, then I wish you all the best. So I'm learning here. I'm getting there. I'll share it all with you. I promise. Every day is not a bed of roses, but we make the petals bloom. I know that sounds cheesy, but I like cheese. And I like weird. And I throw glitter, even though my glitter is gone. I'm still going to throw it at you. So, love you, appreciate you, and hope you have a beautiful Sunday. And let's meet this Monday with some hope and some dreams, okay? Love you.